Good evening, peeps and peepettes. It is the Christmas season, even though it's technically coming to an end. Even though I'm a Grinch, we still need to spread some joy into this world.
Whoa!
So I know I normally have something where I'm like breaking something apart, whether I'm laughing at it or completely roasting it, but that's not what this video is going to be about. This is going to be in remembrance of Alan Rickman, one of the GOATs. So this is just a feel good piece right here, and that's all we're going to do for this little video right now. Justin Long recalls working with Alan Rickman on Galaxy Quest when he was a kid. If y'all remember him, he was such a small little kid. It was his first time working on a production, and he was so kind and generous. Now, the reason why we're talking about this today is because of the anniversary of Galaxy Quest, and 25 years ago, that's when this came out alongside Alan Rickman. Oh man, gone way too soon. I'm glad that he didn't actually get pushed off of Nakatomi Tower. That's still Die Hard is still not a Christmas movie. I'll fight you to the death over that. But also don't care. Severus Snape. Nobody in the world could play Snape better than he did. I mean, he's been in a lot of things. He's a very storied actor, and he does stage plays as well. Dude was just like one of the tops. And so to celebrate the film's anniversary, Justin Long posted two photos from the start of his career. He posted with Rickman and Jeremy Howard. And look, there he is right there, young, fresh faced kid that had the little transponder that got mixed up with Tim Allen's character. And he also goes on to say in this article that Alan Rickman hosted this party for the cast and crew. Like he called everyone together and got everyone going. So I already know what I'm going to make for the thumbnail. Justin goes on to say, and this is on a podcast that he was on. It was my first time on a movie set, my first time in LA. One of his first plane rides is like this photo of me, Alan Rickman and Jerry Howard, who played my friend in the movie and could blow crap up with his mind and accept it, was taken at a party that Alan threw for everyone in the cast and the crew. Wasn't otherwise sponsored. Alan's the kind of guy who would sponsor that kind of stuff, especially with the new talent that he, oh my gosh. What a nice guy. Long explained that he had formed an idea of who the Harry Potter star might be based on his performances as villains. And he says, my experience with him as a person was the exact opposite of that because he was so kind, generous, and dry, very dry. Well, he was British, but in such a playful and spirited way. I think about him often, and when I look back on that experience a quarter century later, one of the greatest gifts that came from it was getting to know and work with him. That might be why Justin has stayed. I can't say he's based because I don't know his politics, and that's based in and of itself because I don't need to know anything like that. He's always been pretty stand up, never part of any scandal that I've ever been made aware of, and he's consistently funny. Dodgeball, I mean, come on. If you don't think of Dodgeball, then you don't know who Justin Long is. Even going back to Herbie, Fully Loaded with Lindsay Lohan before she went off the complete rocker, he still did a decent job in that. And who can forget that his first wife was tarded, but she now drives airplanes. She's a pilot now. The Live Free or Die Hard star also praised his Galaxy Quest. This is one of those. This is a heartwarming thing that I want to say right now because Justin did go in to star in a Die Hard movie the same way, but as a protagonist, not as the antagonist. He praised his Galaxy Quest co-stars Rockwell and Rickman for being rare actors in the industry. I actually forgot that Justin was in one of those. That was the one where he like jumps a helicopter. And then he then directed his followers to check out his podcast. And that's where he was going. Justin also echoed the sentiments from his Instagram post, noting he was surprised to see how playful Rickman was. And you develop a sense, like an idea of somebody's personality, just from what you've seen on screen already. When you meet them in real life, you realize, like, oh, no, they're human beings too. And that's exactly what everyone who I've ever heard talk about Alan Rickman has said about the guy. I thought he was going to be very serious, British, Oh, how droll. And he was dancing harder than anyone at that party. He was shaking a leg. He also said there are some things where he would play pranks, almost like Greg Maddux from the Braves, who was known as being a prankster. Is like when he was going away from a play that Justin Long had joined, when he spent time on stage with him, he said he gave him a long card with a very nice message on the inside, very heartfelt, which he won't talk about, but the entire cover was "fuck you." So this is just another little love letter to Alan Rickman, the impact that he had on so many people's lives, people in Hollywood who have stayed true to themselves. And seems like, unless you could find me some evidence, Alan Rickman always stayed true to himself and was just a good human being. So that's the only reason why I want to make this video, is to spread a little bit of cheer, get some reminiscence going. And if you have anything, if you have any stories, if you've ever met him and got his autograph, I haven't, but if you ever did while he was with us, gone too soon, leave it down in the comment section below. And until next time, y'all have a great day. Please sub to the channel if you like what you see. This is Malty from the GCA, and y'all have a great one. Bye.